for coming to PAA. Thank you for your love and support, especially to our guest for this afternoon, Engineer Jordan A. Lindsay, our Division Manager of the National Irrigation Administration. Thank you, Jeff, for always a hand to help PIA. Thank you for the presence. So our media practitioners who are with us this afternoon is Amir Ortigo of Voice Radio, Danny Balading, the President of Northern Samar Press Corps, Jane Galet Bantayan of TYSM, Joy Amor of Pracho Pilipinas, Katarman Apolini, and Karen Gahotos of Live FM. Good afternoon once again, everyone. So we have Sir Jordan as our guest for this afternoon's kapihan. And to start with the program, please welcome Ms. Eileen Diaz for her short message.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Manatita. Thank you for this another kapihan sa PIA. If I remember right, the last time we had the kapihan was in February or March with the BIR. With BIR. Now, this is the second for this 2026. We have Engineer Yunzik of the National Irrigation Administration. Certainly, this kapihan we usually conduct dependent on the request of a head of office of a national agency. They wanted to face our local media. And this kapihan, we offer services the services from the local media. So they write, they have the online, we have the Facebook, we have the radio station. So, all in one, an amon kapihan. One time, big time. So, kung ano ang information na nakukuha sa sayo o radio, same information nakukuha sa Facebook, sa online. So, thank you for coming sa PIA, sa among humble na among opisina. And Manatita, I'll give the microphone to you for the moderate.
So before our question and answer portion, maybe Arwanta si Sir sa opening statement. Sir?
Thank you. And mupay nga ko actually, it is a great privilege from our office na binigyan kami ng pagkakataon maharap kayo for this kapihan sa PAA. And sabi ni Ma'am, kami din, pasalamat po kami sa inyo na palagi kayong nandun na suporta sa amin opisina. First, bago po ang question and answer, allow me to present first our office and then the accomplishments and our programs of the office. First, I would like to read you about the NIA mission and vision. For our mission, NIA, an efficient and well-managed government corporation developing and managing modern, resilient, and multi-purpose irrigation systems to improve agricultural productivity and increase farmers' income. For our NIA vision, by 2030, NIA is an advanced and innovative irrigation agency enabling high competitive and sustainable Philippine farming communities. For the status of irrigation development as of December 31, 2025, for our potential irrigable area, based on the 0 slope to 2% slope, we have 16,464 hectares. For the first district, out of this 16,464 potential irrigable area, for first district, we have 5,991 hectares, while the second district is 10,473 hectares. For the developed area as of December 31, 2025, nasa 31,274, 273 and 04 hectares developed. And the remaining area for development is 3,190.96 hectares. And the irrigation development as of December 2025 is nasa 80.62%. Business scheme of irrigation for National Irrigation System or the National Irrigation Project, there is a 39.24% for 6,460.20 hectares. For the communal irrigation system, nasa 30.30% for 4,988.49 hectares. For the CIS pump irrigation system, 3.05%, equivalent to 502.35 hectares. And the communal system constructed by other agency is nasa 8.03% or 1,322 hectares. This one is total of 13,273.0%, 0.04 hectares developed. For the operational area, for communal irrigation system for the whole province, we have 3,512.39 hectares. For Katubig irrigation system, 1,033 hectares. For Katakman Bubon irrigation system is 313 hectares and Bukko irrigation project is 58 hectares. For the potential area for the first district of Northern Samar from Allen, Pere, Bubon, down to Victoria, for these 14 municipalities, for potential irrigable area is 5,991 and area developed is 5,058.63 hectares. Remaining area for development is 932.37 hectares. For the second congressional district of Northern Samar, out of the 10 municipalities, potential irrigable area for second district is 10,473 and area developed is 8,214.41 hectares. And the remaining area for development is 2,258.59 hectares. For the status of project implementation for CY 2025, for the prepare of communal system as of May 31, 2026, we have 7 million net budget for the year 2025. The Kapol CIS 4 million and the Kabakungan CIS is 3 million. All of this project are already completed. For the repair and national irrigation system, we have Katubig irrigation system, allocation of 33 million and it is already completed. For the restoration of communal irrigation system, Pandango is 5 million, Rosario is 5 million, Lipas CIS 5 million, Matampal CIS 5 million, and Kahiksan CIS 5 million. Of this 5 CIS, communal irrigation system, these are already completed. For the restoration of national irrigation system, we have Katubig irrigation system, net budget of 35 million, and it is already completed. For the establishment of solar pump irrigation system, we have Bukit Solar Pump Irrigation Project, a net budget of 100 million, and it is substantially completed. For the irrigation pump solar projects with artificial intelligence, with AI, we have Sibalios Tugub Solar Pump Irrigation Project, 15 million, Bagasbas Solar Pump Irrigation Project, 15 million, Sanhag Solar Pump Irrigation Project, 15 million, Galutan Hinatan 45 million, Makimalo Solar Pump Irrigation Project 30 million, La Trinidad solar pump irrigation project is 25 million. Itapian solar pump irrigation project, 60 million. Hinaguloyan solar pump irrigation project is 15 million. Aguinaldo solar pump irrigation project is 30 million. Overall for EPIC with EI is 250 million. This project is ongoing. For the CARP lift irrigation component, we have San Miguel CIS. We have net budget for 20 million ongoing. For CY 2026, for this year 2026, for calendar 2026, we have allocated two line projects for Katarman Mobon and Bugco IP amounting to 70 million each for bidding pa lang siya. Then for the restoration of national irrigation system, we have Katubig irrigation system, 18 million, and Katarman Mobon irrigation project is 18 million. 4 hours pa lang po siya. We have the restoration of communal irrigation system, Obasan CIS 5 million, Kinapranan CIS 3 million, Lagunting CIS 5 million, Bangkot CIS 5 million, Maplo CIS 6 million, Osmeña CIS 10 million, Rosario CIS 5 million, Pilar CIS 3 million, San Jose CIS 5 million is for award. And the repair of communal irrigation system, we have Palapak CIS 10 million for award din po. And then small irrigation project, Kalanchao 10 million, and Gamay CIP is 19 million for award din po. And we have establishment of groundwater pump irrigation project, solar. San Lorenzo solar pump irrigation project, 20 million for award. Then for the dark irrigation component, we have Natao solar pump irrigation project, 15 million just started. Overall for budget allocation for Northern Samar Irrigation Management Office for CY 2026 is 279 million. For the proposed for CY 2027 projects, we have pre-construction activities for the new projects. We have 2 restoration for the new national irrigation system. For the CARP IC, we have 3. For the irrigation pump solar, is 31. For restoration of communal irrigation system, 6 po. Then repair of CES, Siam, at repair of this isa. And then we have also a national convergence program with other agencies. We have an EPAP from DSWD. We have 20 number of beneficiaries granted 400,000 capitalization of rice trading and agri-meat supplies to Salawat IE. They started their business operation agri-meat supplies, and then they have the sales of 297,740.50 pesos as of May 2026. We have also scheduled training of financial literacy for the Rawis irrigation system. And then we have conducted the marketing survey with National Northern Samar Provincial Hospital and the BGMP Northern Samar Office and we are waiting for the memorandum of agreement to be formalized and waiting for the positive action from the provincial government. We have the Gulayan sa Pamayanan. We have 2 farmer beneficiaries followed with the municipal local government units coordinated with LGU, BA, and the available principal seeds to be planted for dry crop season. For the Duli, we have the Tupad of Government Internship Program. We are still waiting for the availability of funds for this year through Congressman initiative for the first district. Then we have the Department of Agriculture, the seed subsidy. The DA and MAU have committed to provide certified seeds, hybrid seeds to Irrigators Association for this dry cropping 2026. This was committed during our system management meetings. Numbers of bags needed were determined by the LCU and the MAU, and a block of palay seeds for another high-value crop were alternative to be planted by the Irrigators Associations. From the SAA program, we have ongoing operation of the Iglian production of Lipata IE and Kulabog IE, and the lack of manpower to manage business operations of number monitoring from SAA. And we have request assessment from DA to attend training on simple bookkeeping. For the RSBSA enrolled, we have 2,933 enrolled, and it's now updating for the data, continuous at NIA level, then update from the DA to reconcile the data. And continue mobilization of farmers to enroll as RSBSA as basic requirement requiring assistance from the government. Number of not enrolled, 654 RSBSA number. For machinery from permit, we have all farm machineries are operational and now being used by the IE. One unit combined harvester from Rubasan FIE has been used for IE as their rental. And then we have the PCIC. We have 125 farmer beneficiaries. Some farmers have applied insurance from the wheat crop, but not exactly that from the. And then we have API trainings, conduct eco seminar for 3 IAs, and we have the financial counterpart IAs where the calculus. And thank you, Meropata. For our office, we conducted EWD training for the alternate meeting and drying training. So number of batches, we have 9 batches for AWD. And then the model farm, mayroon na po kami ongoing harvesting of some vegetables from our model farm from the IAs. We have conducted Kadiwa Sania last month we conducted Kadiwa Sania. The schedule was conducted last May 28, 2026. And we have Gulayan sa Patabigan, total of 7.47 hectares planted by corn, pizza, string beans, squash, ampalaya, okra, and opo, and nasa standing crops para sa vegetative seeds ko lang sila. Then we have livelihood, and for 2025 budget allocation for IE beneficiaries were already released from NIA RO to the IES. We have the Cooperative Development Authority. Number of organized is 3. Ang dalawang groups are compliance with the annual submittal of CDE. Then mayroon tayong 3 for registration. Then trainings for the now for the DTI. We have 1 on buying trainings for the DTI. The going buying of full nut coconut product. The Hibupulyaw iisa. Then we have the LGUs from LGUs, the seed subsidy. All IE have availed seeds to MAU, but not all farmers were able to receive during dry crop. Then we have NFA. NFA prepares to buy clean and dry palay rather than fresh. Palay price is its maximum rate of 30 pesos per kilo. For the DNR, we have we have participated in the Bagyong BIA, participated in tree planting activity. Then the BIPAR initially coordinated and discussed plans for the 4 LEs target for the establishment of these plants. For the operation and maintenance subsidy, NIA provides 2 main financial packages to achieve accredited IAs to assist with system operation and canal maintenance. For maintenance subsidy, we have 2,800 for every 7 kilometers line canal, and for every 3.5 kilometers and line canal, meron silang 2,800 na receive. This grant can be claimed up to 6 times a year to cover clearing, brushing, desilting, and minor repairs. For the operation subsidy, makaka-receive ang isang IE ng 500 pesos per hectare per cropping season. Granted for planted and validated irrigated areas to support day-to-day water distribution, gate operations, and monitoring. Example, if the IE has 50 hectares planted times 500 times 2 cropping season, makaka-receive sila ng 50,000 pesos per year excluding the maintenance subsidy. For the requirements of the release of subsidy, siyempre, we have to claim the receipt, the IA must comply with the following policies: active irrigation management transfer contract, then documented maintenance pictures during clearing, brushing, and maintenance works. Then for the updates for the Super El Nino preparedness, ngayon nakakaranas tayo ng El Nino. Last kahapon, we discussed about the plans and programs na inano ng DILG with the PDRRMO of Northern Samar. Inano kami ng plans and programs about the El Nino preparedness ng NIA. So for the vulnerability of NIA, irrigation system for Super El Nino, for river bed diversion, vulnerability level na siya is high. This river bed diversion, yung mga surface water, ito po yung mga river bed na yung mga communal irrigation system na lang sa surface water. The reason is flow drops drastically in dry months no storage. For the impounding reservoir, moderate, yung vulnerability level is moderate pa lang kasi countless stored water depends on previous rains, meaning nakokontrol pa namin. For the groundwater for solar pumps, medyo moderate pa lang ang vulnerability level po. For the impact of El Nino mitigation initiative, ano ba ang ginagawa ng NIA? For short-term and long-term, for the interventions for the El Nino strategies and initiative. First, we conducted an alternate wetting and drying period. So, ano ang sinasabi ng alternate wetting and drying period? So, alternate wetting and drying, meron tayong, kasi yung mga farmers, mostly, yung regular is flooding. Then, pag sinabing alternate wetting and drying, so after the flooding, parang yung tubig, ano namin hanggang siya, meron kaming minumonitor na parang 30 cm na pipe, perforated pipe, binabaon namin sa lupa. Then, after the flooding, mag-close kami ng tubig, then papabawas hanggang siya mag-subside yung tubig up to 15 cm na lang sa namin na pipe na perforated. After 15 cm, that's the time na mag-re-release ulit kami ng tubig. So, yun, ano ba ang pinag percentage na nasisave for the water? So, nasa 15 to 30% na nasisave yung water. For the yield impact, wala siyang epekto sa yield, but even lumalaki pa siya. More than pa siya yung yield. Kasi, alam nyo, pag parang yung palay kasi, parang, parang tao. Kung sagana sa tubig, nagpapasasak. Kaya hindi siya ano bang tawag dyan? Kaunat-unat. So, ang alternate, ang wetting and drying, kay ipapadry mo man niya, from flooding, din ipapadry mo, so parang buswak lumo. Unlike kung flooding siya, parang nagpapasasak sa water. So, matagal siyang mag-flowering, matagal siyang flowering, ang compact flooding. Pero pag alternate wetting and drying siya, pag nauubusan niya, madagmit iya pag-flowering. Yun ang advantage ng alternate wetting and drying. Then, nakakasipok tayo ng 30% water usage. So yan po ang ginagawa namin for the effect of this El Nino phenomenon. For the second, we encourage the farmers to plant crop diversification strategy. What is this crop diversification strategy? Plant vegetables during El Nino. White vegetables, shorter growing cycle. Vegetable from 30 to 60 days now, versus yung palay is 100 days or more. Yung vegetable is water requirement, higher value per hectare. Harvest available during rain months, higher price. Parang malaki yung price niya for rain months. Then this is, then we agree that rice is our main crop, but temporary vegetable farming preserves the land, gives farmers income, and prevents debt and hunger during the drought. Then, for the third, we have winter saving strategy, water delivery and distribution plan, meaning scheduling from the downstream, midstream, and the upstream. And then fourth is the system maintenance. We conduct extensive and canal desinking, clearing operation using our heavy equipments to maximize the flow and prevent wastage of available irrigation water. And ngayon po, very timely, all our ASA was already released from the top management, from the central office, down to regional office, and to our level. So we can now start the repair and restoration of some communal irrigation system that was affected by this kind of Phenomenal El Nino. Fourth, five, we have project for solar pump irrigation projects. Kaya introduce namin ng solar pump irrigation project to address this kind of El Nino. Then we have for the long term, actually we have a long term para sa El Nino. We have a proposed project for the Bayog Valley Irrigation Project, a reserva type of dam, and then the Pambuhan Irrigation Project in Pambuhan and Lawangan. Thank you, and maupay na tulog ato na tanan.